Yo, 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 yo. What the audio look like? Welcome to Naps and Nurture. We live right now. Check this audio. Naps and Nurture. Okay, audio good. We good. We good out here. Let me put some ginger ale in my cup. The best part of waking up. Ginger ale in your cup. But who else drinks ginger ale? I know I ain't the only one out here. You know, so I'm nice and cozy. I got my drink and my two-step. Well, let a few more people get in here. What is good? What is good? What is good? How's everybody doing today? Somebody loud as a mug downstairs. She over there grinning like a chess cat. What is up, Rhea? She said, hey, fool. What's going on? What you been up to today? What's that song, though? Dun, 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 dun. What you been up to today? Getting ready to watch some of my old movie review videos, or maybe at least a couple of them, because I don't think I only got like 15 of them joints, but half of them the volume is so low. I don't know what I was doing. That's why it is extremely important to proofread proof view your videos, because man, I'm good. Took my two youngest to their dad and been trying to get people on this VTOX. Yo, listen, that is definitely crucial, yo. I've been kind of on and off doing How Are You and the Queen. We doing good. She downstairs with her mother right now. She came by and was visiting. She chilling with us for a little bit, but she doing pretty good. Me and her got through eating dinner. We made like these little vegan fish hoagies. Those are pretty good. Picked up some vegan ranch. That vegan ranch was really good, but God, it was expensive. I think just for like that little bottle that we had, it was probably like $5. That's too much. It's really good. It's really tangy and just delicious. But that's just too much. Oh, okay, that's good. For sure. Yeah, we've been chilling in. I was gonna do some work today, but I was just like, man, kind of chilling and just hang out today. Been like lounging around the house. I uploaded a video earlier. What brand of vegan? Gardein. It was that Gardein. We picked up a bunch of Gardein. We ordered from Whole Foods like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. We ordered from Whole Foods, and I ended up ordering a few things of pasta sauce because I didn't feel like making any. Some rigatoni pasta. We ordered a bunch of Gardein meats and some vegan cheese. So what I did was, yeah, that stuff can be expensive for the small bottle. Was it Daya Ranch? I think so. I don't even remember the brand, but I think it is. And yeah, stuff is just expensive for no reason. Mhm. Put that down. Um, yeah, but I ordered the vegan cheese, the pasta sauce, the pasta. So I made like pasta with pasta sauce. Added a little bit of the diet. Is it Daya cheese? Added a little bit of that to it, and then I ordered some sparkling ciders because I was gonna order some wine, but of course she can't have any. So whenever I'm drinking wine, she looking at me like sideways. So we went ahead and just ordered some sparkling cider so that she can feel, included. Oh yeah, I love those vegan fish sticks. You gotta check out Sauce Stash channel. He made a vegan Mickey D's fish fillet sandwich with them. I'm gonna inbox you the link for sure. Yeah, definitely send me. I might check that out. Listen, when we made that fried chicken, that Popeyes fried chicken sandwich, man, that thing was so good. And the buns we used was like it was like a brioche style bun, but we were able to have it though. Like it wasn't non-vegan, didn't have any eggs or anything like that, no cream or something like that. Viola is bomb. Viola is really, really good. And there isn't a lot of cheese that I've had from them that is not good. They're really good, and I want to say, is it Miyoko's or something like that? Miyoko's or something like that. But they got like a cheese wheel, like a vegan cheese wheel. Fire. It's smoky, flavorful, tangy. It stink like cheese. Like it's so good. Spread it on a cracker or something like that, or on a sandwich, and get to business. Listen, I was watching. I gotta try your pop vegan pop. Yes, you gotta try it. You usually gotta have that. Yeah, Miyoko. Okay. But we was watching this documentary on like I think it's like my 500 pound or 600 pound life or something like that, and there was this lady. She was so overweight, so big, and she couldn't really get out of the bed. Well, she could get out of the bed, but she didn't really move around the house much. He said, "Yeah, I gotta try it. It stank. You stupid." Um, she didn't really get out the house much, so whenever whenever she got hungry or whatever, somebody else had to bring her food. That girl said, I don't even know what made me think of this story, but I forgot what she said. What did that lady say? Dang, girl, I can't even think of what it was. I just remember. I just remember. Oh yeah, she said something about getting the business. She was talking about like when it's time for her to eat, and she said, when it's time for me to eat, I don't think about nothing. I'm happy. That girl said, I'm happy. She said, she said, I don't think about nothing. I get my food, my plates, my drink, and get the business. Boy, I was hollering the way she said it. Poland league slips in the wake of post report on whatever. But yeah, that documentary had me weak. Just the way her and her daughter were acting on her stuff she was saying, that had me weak. What you wearing today so far as fragrance, or are you real big on perfumes? And if so, what you be rocking? I thought I asked you this before, but I don't remember what you said. Ugh, ugh. You said that's how it be. Just that Club de Nuit. It's supposed to be like a clone of Aventus. This was like $50. Aventus is like 400. So I'll take this. Also, Aventus is like 400 for 3.4 ounces. This is 6.8. This is a big bottle, so I'll take that. I wore amber white today. Oh yeah, your fave. Yeah, you did tell me. You told me. I'm tripping. It was amber white. I think it was white rain and white musk, or amber musk, or something like that. I know it was like something that's like classic, like something that I normally always see in like the fragrance oil sections and stuff like that. I like to get into more. I love to smell good. Oh, I have some lavender oil too. Oh, okay, cool. Lavender oil. I like lavender. I like scents that got lavender in it. Amber Rain. Yep, that's what it was. I got a few scents that got some decent amount of lavender in it. Actually, these are 3 new fragrances. One, two. Whoa. It's a little chilly, so I've been trying to wrap up while I'm in here. But I bought these 3. It helps with my insomnia too. Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool. This one is Passion by Frank Olivier. This one is super fruity. I wasn't expecting this one to be as fruity as it was. I get my shower gel custom made and it's lavender. That's nice. How much do they be charging for yours? This one is kind of like woody, fruity. Got a little bit of floral to it. Really nice. Dang, that bottle pretty as hell. Yeah, like I like it. Really nice. And it looks well on the collection up there. This one right here is Guerlain or Guerlain. I believe that's how you say it. $15 a bottle. Okay. How big is it? A nice size bottle at least? Like a big, I guess a big shower gel bottle. This one smells really good. I love how classic it looked. Whoa. It kind of got that classic look to it. I love that. This one smells really. I buy 4 when I do it. I buy 4 when I do buy it for sure. That's a good little investment though. That way you'll have a decent amount of them. And it smells like really hard of like lemon. It got a little bit of wood in here, but yeah, like this one ain't too bad. That smells good, bro. Yo, for sure. What's up, Miss Warles? Is it Miss Warles or Mr. Swirls? Is it Mr. or Mrs.? I could be mispronouncing this, or Mr. pronouncing this. sorry. Mr. Okay, yeah, you got it for sure. Yeah, this one too bad. This one was pretty cheap too. This was probably like 20 something. Yeah, it looks like it's about 24 ounces. Okay, that's not bad. That's decent. So I got those 2, and then this one came shortly thereafter. This is Shun Java White. I really didn't need this one for the fact that I didn't realize this was a clone of Silver Mountain Water. So I already got 2 of those. So I really didn't need this. It smells good, but I literally have 2 other ones that smell exactly like this. So I definitely didn't need this one. Yeah, I love it. And I wash my face with turmeric soap and I let it air dry, then spritz my face with rose water. Oh wow, have you been noticing like good results? For the most part, when I look at your face, well, pictures that I do see, your face looks pretty clear, so I'm assuming that it does work, because you look like every bit of 13. wish I could smell all those fragrances you have. Man, listen. I love it. I love it. Indecence, what's good with you? But yeah, this is what I'm rocking today. That Club Nuit, nothing special here. I'm gonna throw some on my hand. Like, I still smell this from earlier. I sprayed this on probably around 11 o'clock earlier. And I can still smell it like real strong here. But I'll be chilling, man. Like, I'll be sitting down here watching TV or something. She said, really? That young? Yeah, you don't look old at all. Like, I don't know what you thought. He said, not much. I've been chilling too. Getting ready to look at some of my old review videos. So that's a good scent. Yeah, it's not bad. A lot of people really be like hating on this one, but it's not that bad. You know, it's a decent scent. To me, it's very harsh in the opening, but once you get past the opening, it dries down. You get that pineapple, you get that good amount of that wood, that birch wood in there. You get just a little bit of that jasmine come through with that herbal note or floral note, but other than that, it's a good scent. I had a sample of Aventus. I lost it and can't find it. But honestly, it smells like 95% just like it. A lot of people would just be like, it doesn't compare, and it's just like, it does. Like, whenever we're done with it, it does. To me, saying that it doesn't, like, I hear a lot of guys say, oh, it's definitely not Aventus, or it's definitely not this, and I always tell them, like, you know, you can't say that. You know, if I told you, hey, close your eyes, I'm gonna give you $500 to guess what this is a clone of, and I spray this, you're gonna tell me Aventus because that's what it smells like. You know what I mean? Like, so for the people who be like, oh, it don't smell nothing like it, doesn't compare, it compares. When I was cleansing, though, I got a little acne for the first time because of the toxins being released from my body. And then by the time I got to my second week, it was gone. I had a zit that cleared up in like 2 days. Yeah, that doing those cleanses and those detox, it'll do that. Like, your body will like get rid of them toxins. You will get like little flare-ups. Me, I've been hitting water. I hit about 1 gallon a day, which is kind of casual for me now. But yeah, I do about 1 gallon a day. And doing that, you feel clean. If you feel more flushed out, more clean, them toxins are coming out of your body, and you will get like a flare up every here and there. But like you said, like a week or so, it'll clear up. I never really had much issue with skin, you know, with my skin for real. For the most part, my skin was fairly clear. I get something every here and there, but nothing too much. I remember this lady told me, I was working security years ago, and she was like, do you got makeup on? And I was just like, no. And she was like, man, your skin is so clear. And that was probably the creepiest thing somebody ever said to me. No, I don't have no makeup on. I had a lady ask me, did I have a wig on? Because my hair was like, my dreads took a while to get a retwist, so they was real thick. And she was just like, she said, well, I thought you had a wig on, your hair so thick. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I do not have a wig on on top of my head. Yes, sure will. I was surprised that when I started drinking over 1 gallon of water a day, I usually don't get past 2, 4 on a good day. Man. But let's check out some of these videos. I got some review videos that I did long time ago. I don't say long time ago. I think it was like last year sometime. On YouTube. So let's take a look at some of those. Make that smaller. I just holler. Just picture you with a wig on. Don't picture me with no wig on. Chill out. Relax. But look at this hair. Look. You see that hair compared to this hair? Hold on, let me pull my picture up. Hold on. Sir, who do you think you are? Huh, you think you so fly with your fluffy hair? I'm gonna flame myself from last year. Look at this dude hair, yo. Had a whole afro growing on top of his stuff. Didn't want to review a movie. Alright, so let me move this back out the way. Move that back out the way. What is going on, everybody? This is your boy King Nappy. I am here with a review on a. She say, "Oh snap, Mufasa, chill out." Classic Bad Boys. So yeah. All right, so here we are in the opening scene. You got Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowrey. They're riding in his super small sports car, and he always got like these tiny sports cars as his vehicle. But as they're driving, but Marcus dropped some fries. Mike was like, "Nah, dude, you finna get these fries." As they're pulling over, so you talk about this dude like it ain't you, right? Listen, you gotta flame him for the one time. Shut up. This car pulls behind them. And look at their car. Their car is nice. To me, I would take that car over this small sports car. Look at how dirty this scenery is, though. Like, man, I was looking at this scenery. This scenery was so dusty. And I'm just like, man, what is happening? Was it like a wildfire or something like that going on at this time? Foggy as hell. What is this? It's so filthy back here. So they pull up and she hops out of the car. I guess she's supposed to be a distraction. My thing is this, there's nobody else on this street. If you pull up and she hops out the car immediately and they pull behind you as soon as you pull over, and then she comes in front of you and then walks in front of your car, come on, man. Like, that's the easiest. It's so easy to spot that that's the setup. Like, easy to spot. Oh, it's a setup. And then to top it all off, she looks like Michael Myers. Bro, look at her face. What is this matted wig on top of her head? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, they went and found this transgender to put a dress on and walk in front of his car. Of course, Mike just doing all of this. And it's just like, bro, it is not that serious. That girl is not that attractive. Stop this. All right, so she walks off, and these two immediately hop out the car. What does he have on, yo? Like, what is this outfit? How are you robbing anybody like this? And then where is she going? Like, I get it, she was a distraction, but you don't even have to fake go anywhere anymore. You can honestly just go back to the car. I don't understand. All right, so this was puzzling. So some kind of way, they pulled up on them, pulled guns out on them, and told them, get out the car. They both get out the car. She looked rough as hell, yes. And then these dudes then pulled a gun. This dude had a whole milkshake in his hand and then switched and pulled a gun out on this dude. How? Kind of way Marcus was able to keep his milkshake in his hand while he got out and faked argued with Mike, turned around, threw the milkshake on the guy who had a gun trained on him. The milkshake distracted him. He kicked him in the nuts. He falls down, grabs his nuts, and Marcus was able to pull out a gun on him. Houseway. In real life, pull out a milkshake and somebody got a gun, you and that milkshake getting dropped. Of course, Mike, he was able to turn around, knock his guy out, and draw a gun on him, thus creating the opening. Bro, Miami hasn't been cleaned in like 3 weeks. This guy, one of the bad guys, is dressed up as a cop, as a decoy. So their plan is to call the police. This was so stupid, bro. She said TV land, bro. This was so stupid. So this dude, oh my gosh, bro. Station say, hey, we saw our officer has been shot. Someone please come and help. So they got this dude dressed up as the decoy. So they finna call into the police station, say, hey, an officer's been shot on this street. And then the entire police department all fly out, drive out, skate out to this location to see where this dead officer is at, to find this guy. But if all of them leave the police station and come here just off of the phone call, you never needed to kill anybody. You could have just not had anybody there. And they still would have left the police department and came here. That was so stupid to me. What's up, man? Ralph Rockstar. Appreciate you dropping by. He favored that dude with the big head and Green Lantern, laughing, Megamind real daddy. Hey, he sure do look like him though. Then they shoot this guy who's not an officer and drop him outside of the van. And I'm just like, but why? You didn't have to do this. You could have left him alive. The police show up, realize that he's not one of theirs, and it's just like, you didn't have to do this. Once the police arrive and they realize that he's not one of theirs, they're still all there. You never needed to shoot that guy. Not even once. But somehow this stupid plan works. They shoot this guy for no reason, and every single police officer that worked for the Miami PD went to this location, leaving them open for Splinter Cell, obviously. What is on the front of this boy's face? This dude got a whole Nikon. Look at this doggone night gear, all this gear on top of this boy's head, which was confusing to me because it isn't pitch black where they're at. Like, they can clearly see where they're at. They got this huge, like, camera, night vision camera on top of this dude's face. I didn't understand this because the next part, they're getting ready to weld. 5600 attached to the front of his face. You can't be exposed to any high and bright lights at all. It's not gonna work. And they first start welding walls in a second. All of that equipment that boy got attached to the top of his head, and this is how it looks when he's looking through it. All of that, like he got all of that, and this is the way it looks. All of that. What is this $14.99? Is that like the date that this ancient camera was made in $14.99? So they all infiltrate the building. They managed to find somebody that works at American Steel to help them weld off the door some kind of way. This is the security system? Look at this. Is that a red light on the bottom of the television? Look at that fan, bro. And this dude, Paul Blart. Look at him. He look like he ready to go home. All the police officers left the station, and this is what they left there at the station. Like this dude, like he got mustard stain on his shirt, all that, like terrible. What kind of porn star glasses is these? How did you get hired? Bro come behind him with a syringe. You know you have got to be really out of it for somebody to sneak into a police department, break into the security room, and stab you in the neck with a syringe. Also, the vault looked like it was inside of this room. What room were they breaking into? Were they going in the back way? They should have kept the evidence inside of this room. It's more secure, obviously. They over here got they bike chains on this one right here. They come up, spray it with liquid nitrogen, mash it with a wrench, and they break into the evidence room. And what is this logo on the front? Is that a pineapple? Still $100 million worth of pineapple flavored heroin. Yeah, I'll be after it too. It tastes like pineapple. Want some of this? It's called Hawaiian Punch. So they set up like some sort of rapid repel system. That's pretty smart. Also, they were dropping the drugs down a chute that led right to the truck. Some kind of way. Is that Tom Cruise? Then they got this guy. He attached to the rappel. I'm sure looking at bro glasses. I'm just like, bro, these is definitely porn star glasses. Some Ron Jeremy's system as well, and shoot straight up. They destroyed their security breach system. Smart move. They go Mike again with this doggone small car. Every Bad Boys, this boy has a tiny sports car. I never understood this though. Both of them were detectives. From the sounds of it, both of them just that screams stupid. I don't get this. Both of these dudes are detectives. Both of them have the same job. They work the same job. They're partners. But Mike, it seemed like I get it. Mike has an inheritance, so I got that much. But y'all boys are detectives. I'm pretty sure your salary ain't that low. Mike riding around in this grocery grabber right here. His house is a nice size, but I just didn't get it. For some reason, like, Marcus keep driving these trash cars, though. I don't understand. Now, I get it. Marcus is brown skinned, his wife is brown skinned, so they're gonna have brown skinned kids. But this little boy is toasty. Somebody's lying. Mike comes into the house, lays his lips on his friend's wife. I'm not understanding. And she say, Mike, don't kiss me. I don't know where your lips been last night. What? Do not. One of them old dudes be sliding their whole arm down the. What? Oh. Kiss somebody else's wife on the face if you don't have to. Plenty of things you can do besides kiss somebody else's wife. Listen, I remembered that he had a daughter, but I didn't. Like, I knew he had a daughter in Bad Boys 2, but I just completely forgot about her in 1. Like she was in this movie for this second. Like, boop, that was it. That was it. I didn't see nor hear from this little bitty girl ever since then. Why you call that boy Toasty? That boy roasted. I kept feeling like the daughter just popped out of nowhere and was roasted. They back at the PD. Man. Now, he's Toasty, and she is the polar opposite of Toasty. She is untoasted, unsalted, uncooked. Why is she this pale? And then her hair to match. Like, come on, bro. Some kind of color. Then got on gray clothes. Girl look like a whole loose leaf notebook. Francine is so white. She's just white. Like, not soft white, off white, just white. I get it. This is the crime scene. This is where the evidence was broken into. But what is bro doing back there? Is he stocking up vending machines? Hey, it's Captain Howard. What's up, Cap? I'm starting to get an understanding of why Cap was so upset. What is it? I don't understand why retro was just like a lot of the design and pattern choices was so bad. Man, right. Look at Captain's shirt. What the hell do you have on, Cap? I'm not understanding. And then I'm looking at Marcus' outfit. He got on this, I don't know, Carl Kanai vest and this Cuban gold link chain. How are you able to stunt this hard with your clothes, but your car looks like this? What the hell is Cap got on? Look at this necktie. It goes with nothing in the building. Not on his outfit. Building. Horrible. My thing is this. Wigs aren't necessarily mandatory. There's not a lot of states, if any, that girl said unseasoned. The biscuit the auntie can't cook didn't leave in the oven long enough. Just an unbuttoned. Requires you to wear it. So this was just simply a choice. Like, she chose this. And I'm just thinking, like, as a costume manager for the movie and the director, you probably could have found a better wig. Like, come on. 2 Latinos, and their names are Sanchez and Ruiz. Good Lord. So Mike is going to a boxing gym to find escort. Cap let his wife pick his clothes out. No, he did not. Don't blame it on her. Cap did that outfit as a challenge in the dark challenge. Who can get dressed in the closet in the dark? Like, that he's normally in contact with, and ask her to kind of scope around and see what's going on, see if she heard anything, any guys trying to party. Okay. My thing is, I would. What up, FA? What you up to, man? We over watching some review videos or some wannabe reviews videos that I did last year. No, I didn't. That was this year? What? Why do I feel like this movie? I thought I did this like last year sometime. Wow. I'm rocking Club de Nuit, if you can see. Hold on, let me switch my cam. You rocking that Club de Nuit? Let me get another spray. Oh, nah, I'm okay. What you rocking, man? Let me get back to this. He said he failed miserably. Definitely necessarily want her to get involved. It's $100 million worth of pineapple Hawaiian punch heroin. I wouldn't necessarily like try to get somebody that I wouldn't say necessarily innocent, but I definitely wouldn't want to get her involved. With that much money, people get killed quickly. Exhibit A. This guy was the guy that sold them the ventilation plans to allow them infantry inside of the PD. Gave them the whole layout and got a lot of money for it, and then they killed this boy and then put ketchup and strawberry jam all over his shirt. Disrespectful. Oh, that Z Zinga, Amenajudo Zinga. Oh, I got by that house I have Womo by Amenajudo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hermenegildo Zinga. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Of course, they killed him.
that
This
scene,
is
too.
puzzling.
It
How
was
was
like
there
10
maggots
bucks.
on the outside of his shirt?
fragrance,
I
though.
guess I get it. The way they killed this dude is weird. Did they kill him standing up, like slash his throat, and then lay him down across the desk? Did they lay him down and then slash his
She
throat?
said, "Yeah, he been there a couple days, man."
Why does the blood look like cranberry sauce? Why is it so caked up right there? If he's laying backwards? This was way before coronavirus. Also confusing. Okay, so these guys are detectives, and I'm assuming that becoming a detective isn't necessarily super easy, and you can't just become one just willy-nilly. You gotta work your way.
That was another thing that was pissing me off too. Was just like there's elements in these films where if you are a detective, I'm just gonna safely assume that you can't just become a detective overnight. That you gotta be a cop and deal with some regular cop, beat working cop type stuff for some years before you get promoted to a detective. For some odd reason, they did this weird thing with Marcus where he would show signs of being able to be an adequate detective and then show signs of I don't know what to do, I don't know what a gun is, I don't know how to drive, and it would just piss me off. I'm just like, he's a detective and he's been on the force for a while. Look how Martin standing, he looked like he just got he showed, dude.
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of crime scenes
Like
that these guys have seen, plenty of dead bodies that they have seen. You're stationed in Miami. But for some reason, Marcus always get real finicky around dead bodies like he's not.
Blowflies detect the smell using specialized receptors on the antenna, then land on a and lay their eggs in orifices and open wounds. Each fly deposits around 250 eggs that hatch within 24 hours, giving rise to small first stage maggots, for sure. My boy always coming through with the
Never done this before. That always
with the
confused
anatomy.
me. So they leave that scene and they didn't get, the best of leads. Everything was sort of a dead end. So Marcus is already like, man, let's just give up. Like, we ain't got nothing. We ain't gonna find nothing. It's over. It's $100 million worth of pineapple Hawaiian punch heroin. That's a big bust. However y'all got that, that had to be a huge sting to get that. Y'all just finna just roll over and let that, what? Then he wanna yell at Mike because Mike got some faith that they can get it back and they can get the job done. Like, what? What? Look at this bracelet this boy have on his arm. Is that, what dog does that belong to? Woof. Alright, so she's the madam of the escorts. That's cool. I get that. But boy, what is this phone? I'm pretty sure they had better phones. This is clearly from the 1920s. Also, what puzzled me is she's the madam over all the escorts or whatever. She said there's a guy that's been calling every 2 hours asking if there are any women in town. How many times has he called and why hasn't any women been dispatched to him? You got a guy that's willing to pay $2,000 for however many girls and you're slowful? This is a business where you're all about...
Yeah, I didn't get that at all. So like I said in the video, she supposed to be the head mistress or whatever for these escorts, and classic phone. Man, good lord. Surprised he even get service. She supposed to be the madam for all these escorts or whatever. You got a guy calling in every hour on the hour asking for multiple girls for this party, and she giving him a runaround. And I'm just like, if you supposed to be supplying girls to these guys, to clients, and you got a guy asking for multiple clients, supply them with the clients. That part I didn't get.
About coins, why aren't we getting the coins? She finally talks to Max about it, and Max like, I don't know, are you sure? Well, y'all do this for a living. What are we doing? This isn't new. She needs you to escort the ass. Another confusing part is Max is the escort, supposed to go and do this job, $2,000, and decides to bring her photographer friend with her. Why is she here?
Confusing.
I'm not understanding. Like, you're bringing somebody who's not...
Whoever threw that wig on her head like that need to be fired. Just go and slap a dog on her head like that. Man, bad customer service. Exactly. But this was confusing. She's an escort. This girl in the black dress is not. She want the girl in the black dress to come with her. For why? Huh? For why? What if you actually go over here and got to start squirting some S? And she supposed to be there with you? She supposed to be watching, joining in? I get it, she's a photographer and she may not make that much money, but she may not want to escort S.
Not in the same business into your business. Are you trying to recruit, or will you just want her to keep you safe? What is happening? I mean, look at her. She even looks confused. She's just like, are you sure about this? You know, I've never done this before. It's my first day. And of course, they're there and she's obviously uncomfortable. Look at her. His breath probably smells like Listerine and Hawaiian Punch pineapple heroin. So in this scene, she's whispering in her friend Julie's ear, 10 minutes and we're out of here. And Julie's like, 5. Because she's ready to go. She's not supposed to be here. I'm not understanding why she brought her here in the first place. Also, take a look outside and see the lighting, if you will. In our very next scene, it gets significantly.
The lighting, I don't know if they were stuck doing the takes on this scene, like a whole lot of what, but the lighting on here was terrible. So as you saw in that last scene, it was kind of still bright outside, like it's about 4 or 5 o'clock. Right now, it looks like it's about 7:30-ish, maybe. Keep watching.
Dark. Even though this is seconds of men walking into the house right after their conversation. Seconds. She asks to go to use the restroom, which is cool. What are these bottles? What is that? Is that a potion? Pills and potion? These boys in here doing witchcraft. Bro done had already too much of the Hawaiian pineapple heroin. He's sweaty already. This boy got
a bad introspective.
the pineapple Hawaiian Punch heroin just sitting right here with a $1 bill crinkled up on the side. Like, dude, you got escorts coming over. Unless they're participating, they don't need to see all that. And of course, Boucher is pissed because he don't want to share the pineapple. Oz! Of course, he's a gentleman. He comes in, he greets Max. Hello, how you doing? Get the stomping in my Air Force One. What you got on, bro? A green suit with some forces. Bro was ready to shoot somebody. Boucher looking like, man, she fine, but I gotta do it. This is confusing because he gotta.
That was dude from Kiss of the Dragon. I love that movie. The dude with the green suit on, or Boucher, the dude that's holding his gun.
Got a weapon in his hand, and this weapon has no muzzle, is no silencer. This thing is for to be loud.
Yeah,
what is the pillow supposed to do? What is the pillow supposed to do? Then he holds it up like this, and
look, I don't get this. So he got the gun and got this pillow in front of it. I don't get this at all.
Get these two dudes, like they're looking like, man, that pillow ain't finna do squat. This finna be so loud. Shoots her. And the pillow did absolutely nothing but just made a bigger mess. Look at all these feathers all over the place. Who's gonna clean this up?
I didn't get that. No, the other guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just like, I didn't get it. Like, he put the pillow up. You still heard this loud bang. Like, he put the pillow up and it was just like, pow. And then feathers fly all over the place. And then she falls and breaks a glass. What is the point of this? Were you drinking when you did this? You going for no? I wasn't. Use a potato. Now I heard a potato actually does work, but a pillow with feathers, probably not.
No, still gotta live here. Of course, he shoots his own henchman right in the leg. Now we gotta have a parent-teacher conference with the boy. So they shoot, bro, twice. Look at these gunshots.
They eradicated, bro. Look at this chair, yo. How? Oh, okay, so pay attention to this chair as well. So this is the chair, all right? We got 2 bullet holes right here, big as hell. And just remember that chair the way it is.
Man, they eradicated, bro. Also, this dude tells him in the next scene, like, dude, could you use a smaller gun? You got blood on me again. There is no blood on, bro.
Police walk up in there like, these niggas in here shooting up birds?
Fortunately, for real, that outfit still looks clean and lank. I didn't realize that boy had a mustard silk see-through lace shirt with a green suit and white shoes. She peeks through in an obvious way where they see her. You don't hear that?
Listen, I didn't clean forgot she was even in the place. She upstairs peeking around where everybody can see her.
Gunshot? Couldn't you have laid lower? Like, kind of be a little more discreet? They look right up at her because she's flickering right in the sunlight. Also, look at what time it is outside.
Yeah, so it done got a little bit darker or whatever. So it's probably like
8:30, close to 9. Like, this lighting on here was just so confusing. So she makes a run for it. It's like 8:30 right now, maybe 7:30, and it's night. It went from 7:30 to midnight that fast. Or either this house is just that large. He said, "Why, Michael?" They've chased her for like hours on the roof. Then she climbs up here. Bro, it is dark outside. They were literally just shooting at her, and it was 7 o'clock, and now it's 10. They were shooting at this girl for 3 hours. Looks down to what's a hotel pool. She's at least 9 to 10 stories high. At least. And decides, I'ma jump. And this is the way she jumped. God. Oh man, this part irritated me terribly. Mustard see-through. Listen, this part right here irritated me terribly. Look how she jumped off of this roof. Look at her arms and her hands. If anybody ever did this 9 or 10 stories high, I don't care how big the pool is, you're dead, all right? You're done. Oragel says to my toothache pain, you're done. Jumps. Look at this, bro. Even if you rate at the pool, you're right next to the pool and you jump this way, you're probably. She said she's praising the Lord. Yeah, because she's getting ready to see him. Still gonna die, low key. Like, you could be right next to the pool, right next to the water. You need to watch Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's so funny. I'm gonna check that out. I've been wanting to do more of these style videos. I got like actual movie reviews, but I wasn't conscious of like my levels, my audio levels, like I should have been. So a lot of them were, you have to turn it all the way up to hear me. But on the ones that I do in the future, I will make sure I will key in on my levels a lot better. These levels were okay, but they were just a little too loud. I was right up on the microphone and I didn't need to be. So I'll be doing more of these, but these style reviews are called What's That About? And then I have my regular just movie reviews where I'm reviewing the movie and going over what happened, the cast and things like that. But I love doing these. If you jump in this way, you're done. Look at how high up she is. She's over with. There's no survival. And of course she survived it. All right, so this was confusing. So those two Look at the chair. I'm probably going to show it anyway. But gunshot wounds that we had saw the back of the chair suffer because they killed the chair more than they killed him. How was there blood? Look at this chair, yo. Like, the blood is up here. It looked like, how did blood get smeared upward of the actual gunshot through the back of the chair? Like, how? It looked like somebody came and smeared. How did blood get on the side, smeared on the side? Somebody wasn't paying attention when they did this thing at all, and I was. Smudged upwards on the back of the chair, and it looked like somebody smudged it too. It don't look like splatter. It looked like somebody got a paintbrush and started painting. Come on, man, like, just do better. No excuse, just do better. So the bad guys gotta track down the madam and take her out. She's at home. This was stupid. Nice bedroom. The bad guys is there. This was stupid. This was stupid. This was stupid. And he shut off the electricity. She's still using these 1920. Yo, what is up, Spotlight? Said hype train. Hey, what's going on with you, brother or sister? I don't know. I always just assume everybody's a bro. What up, bro? Phones, like, you deserve this. He walks in, his face is covered with a sledgehammer. Okay, who uses sledgehammers anymore to get anything done? Anything. So I was trying to say his face is covered, and he has a sledgehammer, but I, for some reason, said it all in one, and I was like, his face is covered with a sledgehammer. So that's incorrect, idiot. Construction workers don't even use sledgehammers anymore. He goes in, finds her, kills her. This was stupid. So he goes and finds her, I'm so angry watching this. Kills her with the sledgehammer, I'm guessing. Goes into the bathroom with bloody hands and touches stuff.
Huh? Same thing like in A-Team. A lot of shooting, bullets, but nobody dies.
Her, and then goes to the bathroom. What I'm trying to figure out is
A-Team used to be that show though. I used to like A-Team. I ain't getting on no plane, man.
you hit her with a sledgehammer with a long handle. Why are your hands this covered in blood? Whose hair is that on the ends? What did you do? Also, your DNA is all over the sink now. Michael got a tip that this was going down, or
Just
they
a
would possibly
dumb
come
boy.
here. So he decides to come in and investigate it. Cool. Decides to call for backup while he's inside the house, loud as hell, instead of doing it from the car. You knew what this case was. You knew how dangerous this case was. Why wouldn't you make this call on the way there? Like, hey, I'm on my way to 22505 6th Avenue. Send me backup. But no, he had to do it right in here, loud as a mug. Hey, I need backup. Is anybody else here? Of course, the intruder,
I couldn't understand that. He got inside and was like, "Clip, send back up to 3205 West 4th Avenue." Clip. Why? You didn't have to make that call right then and there. That was just confusing to me. Loud as hell.
he heard him. But what was puzzling to me is he's still in the bathroom. He took his mask off, put bloody hands on the sink, and he's staring into the mirror. For what reason? I'm not understanding any logic right now as to what this boy is doing, how he's conducting any business. This makes zero sense. Zero.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. He went into the bathroom. Said a blind person wrote the script. No, because then it would be better. It would be better. I think a person who didn't have legs and arms wrote the script. But no, this didn't make sense. He came and he killed her, went into the bathroom to halfway wash his hands, and then took his mask off. I'm assuming after he washed his hands, or else he would have blood all over the fishnet mask, because believe it or not, the mask was fishnet.
Then he turns to the side like, what is that noise? That's you screwing up. A easy job. You had one job to do. Get rid of the matter. Then he decides to get some act right and put his mask back on, only to reveal to all of us that it's made of fishnet. You got a fishnet mask on, boy? Killing old madams at night, catching fish in the day. Mike eases his way around the apartment, and it...
Why did you have on this fishnet mask?
And he finds the guy, and the guy hits him with the sledgehammer. Some kind of way he flies out of the window, lands on the ground, glass everywhere, and the killer is standing right there with his mask off again. Why is your mask constantly coming off? Why did you put it back on when you heard him hit him and then take it back off again? On top of that, Mike isn't dead. Mike is still there. He walks away, smacking him one time in the shoulder, it looked like, through a window, and then walks away.
There was so much in this movie. Keep in mind, World's Dumbest Criminals. Exactly. Keep in mind, this is one of my favorite films. Bad Boys 2, and The Wood are like my favorite films of like all time. But boy, it was so many flaws in this film. It was pissing me clean off. This dude went to the house with the mask on, killed the girl, went to the bathroom, half washed his hands, took the mask off, heard Mike come back in, put the mask back on, went over to where Mike was, hit him in the shoulder with the sledgehammer, knock him out the window, takes his mask back off to look at him and tell him, "Don't mess with us," and then walks away. What real life criminal you know for to hit you with a sledgehammer in the shoulder after murdering a whole person and then walk away?
Why didn't you get rid of him? Why didn't you take him out right then and there? Huh? Okay, so this is Julie's apartment. Yo, she got a slick little place though. That is the biggest clock in the world. Wait, it's midnight. So I was right. They was fighting on the roof all the way until midnight. I knew it. Okay, so in this scene, she ended up calling up the police department looking for Mike Lowry. That was the guy. That's who Max was saying that she would, the only person she would trust if she was ever in trouble. So of course she's gonna call him. Of course Mike is not there. So Cap Howard and Marcus are the only ones at the PD. So Marcus gotta pretend that he's Mike Lowry. What caught my attention in this scene though was how she was explaining things. When she got on the phone, she was just like, "My name is Julie. I saw Max's killer. I need to talk to Mike Lowry." He says, "Hold on, girl. Hold on now. Calm down. Now talk to me now." If somebody just witnessed a murder, that was literally the tone she said it. She was just like, "My name is Julie and I just witnessed a murder." That's how she was talking. What was the point of telling her to calm down? She was already calm. She was like, "If I don't talk to Mike Lowry, I'm going to blow tie." Why is she standing this way right now? It looked like she got a fart. She don't want Mike to hear it on the other end, or Marcus. She like, "If I don't talk to Mike Lowry, I'm going to blow." So Marcus pulls up to go meet with her and bring her into his custody or whatever. And this is what he pulls up in. I just don't understand what advantage this has with anything. Anything in your detective life. Then he hop out, iced out. Got a gold rollie on his arm and a chain on his neck. Got a G-Tech watch. I'm just like, they got 2 bracelets on. Bro, stunting. Mike arrived at the place. She lets him in. He walked straight into the house and didn't look to see where the person opened the door from. What? Then turns around like, what you turn around like that for? You should have checked when you walked in. You got this stupid look on you. She's swinging the bat trying to hit this dude. She tries. He get the bat from her. But look at the door, bro. Look at this peephole. That's not a peephole. That's a I can see you hole. A vision hole. Look hole. Watch hole. Spy hole. Then the criminals arrive and they blow a hole in her door. The hole's still smaller than the peephole. A shotgun blast is still smaller than the peephole. They scramble and get away, so this guy decides to go up front, try to cut.
Look how this boy come out the building with this gun in his hand. This threw me off. He looked like he's never held a gun and opened the door at the same time in his life.
Cut them off. And this is how he comes out the door. He looked like he's never held a weapon in his life. Look at this. Right in the middle of the night in Miami and nobody's suspicious. Got a dude in a green suit, mustard shirt, white shoes with a gun at the front door of a hotel. He sees Marcus and Julie running and decides to open fire at a bar. Let's just say that the police department in this entire movie, trash. God, you did not do the doggone hood slide. Here go the police, late as hell. Make it back to Mike's place, and this is the doorman.
I gotta say, like, this particular scene, let me see if I can rewind it back. This scene was like puzzling. He saw them running across. These people are at this open outside bar having drinks and chilling, and he just fires right into the crowd in the middle of the city. And it's just like, what? What type of criminals are these? What type of cops are these? Everybody garbage.
God, you did not do the doggone hood slide. Here go the police, late as hell. Make it back to Mike's place, and this is the doorman's name. Chet. This boy, Mike, got hit with the sledgehammer, falls out the window, and then shows up back at the PD the next day with, I'm guessing that's a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos? I'm guessing since it's Cool Ranch, the cool is what he's putting on his neck? What? Doritos saves lives. Then he take the Doritos down, and there's nothing there. Where did you get hit? Did he even hit you with the sledgehammer? Did you just fall out of the window voluntarily? You fell out of the window voluntarily. All right, so a few things wrong. Why are there 17 basketballs all over the place and a volleyball right there? Like, what child did you steal this from? Also, what type of basketball games are you guys playing where this happens to the wall? What? These are some intense games. This boy's shooting hoops with a cigar in his mouth. Bro got the scrunchiest pair of socks on right now. You know he finna miss.
Bro look like a straight cheerleader with these socks on. Give me a B, give me an A, give me a D. What does that spell? Boy,
Every
hell
attempt,
no.
bro, look like a cheerleader from the 80s. Man, Captain Howard, like, you my guy, bro. But you know this your son, G. You know it, bro. Andrew from Worth It. That's his son. All right, Cap, you gotta explain. Why is there one big drop of sweat right in the middle of his forehead, like a third eye? Then look at his mouth. Why are you...
Yes, I saw this and I'm just like, God, you gotta really be focused in your acting to be drooling. Bro, drooling. Smoking a cigar, playing duck. Duck. Why'd I say duck? Because I'm over reading this comment. A green duck with an orange bill.
Drooling. You're drooling
Why?
because you're trying to play basketball with cheerleader socks and smoke a cigar at the same time. If you put that cigar out, it could allow some ventilation a little bit.
Yo, his shorts. Bro just got through using the bathroom and everything. Oh, untwisted shorts. Get your...
They purchased this chemistry set straight from Radio Shack. Is Radio Shack even around anymore? Boucher is upset because his drug is taking way longer than expected, but he has them down in here in this underground bunker and it's moisture, so it's slowing up the process and he's getting upset. But it's just like, dude, we gotta give you drugs that can actually sell. I swear drug dealers be so impatient for the stupidest reasons and then rush it, can't sell it, and then want to shoot you for it. Ooh-wee. Look at that PC right there. Not sure how they managed to get this PC to look like it was made out of poster board, but all right. Is that Liam Neeson? In this scene, she complaining to bro about the fact that, you know, he's eating a bologna sandwich because it's made of flesh. So I guess she's vegan, so, you know, go vegan. This is my first time ever like stopping this scene and looking at this. Bro name is Noah Traficante. I'm just trying to figure out how you managed to have a last name with the full word traffic in it. Look at the date.
Bro, this was throwing me clean off, bro.
This boy offense date was 4/13/94. Arrest date was almost more than 2 months later for cocaine trafficking, which of course he's going to be trafficking cocaine. His name is Traficante. Armed robbery, firebombs, sexual battery, grand larceny, and dealing stolen goods. This boy is out. This boy is out and about rolling with the gang in 1995. What? You did all of this and you still managed to get out the next year, rolling with the gang, shooting up public places? This scene shows Marcus wearing one of Mike's shirt. Mike yells at him about it, but why did you make this particular hand signal or hand shape? What is this? What type of Illuminati stuff is this? God,
So dude's head is massive, man.
God, why is your hair match your skin and your shirt and your skirt? So we back at Mike's place and there's a doorman, but some kind of way a naked lady in sheer clothing makes it through and has the key to the apartment. Huh? Marcus kicks her out, which is the smart thing to do. You have a material witness to a case linked to $100 million of pineapple Hawaiian Punch heroin being stolen from an evidence room in a police department. The last thing you need is some random chick showing up at your house. And he upset about it. So they gotta go to this club because we couldn't think of any...
Said there go that unbuttered biscuit. Man, she is uncooked. They got like an uncooked chicken wing.
Other name. They already just showed him with the Illuminati hand or whatever he did. Now they gotta go to Club Hell. Oh, okay. The ether that they were needing to cut the heroin is inside of this truck in front of this club, right in front of everybody. And why? This boy decides he wants to smoke a cigarette in the truck like he's never heard of what ether is and what it'll do. It's ether. It'll explode. You dope. They got people wrapped in aluminum foil hanging upside down from the ceiling. Mark is over telling Mike, man, let's do what we gotta do and get the F up out of here. Smart man. But what is this young man in the background wearing on top of his head? It looks like a love seat. So the thugs or the gangsters, Noah, Traficante, and Boucher and the rest of them, they noticed Mike and Marcus when they were walking in. Some kind of way. I don't know how, but they did. And I guess they sent one of the goons into the bathroom, like they just automatically knew he would have to take a piss at this moment. Bro wanna be the Undertaker so bad. So you got the Undertaker next to him by the toilet. Then you got this guy pull up. He right outside the door. They got ample opportunity to grab this boy. So they did a good job. The Undertaker, he ended up throwing a plastic bag over his head. Okay. That plastic bag caused Marcus to drop the gun straight out of his hand. All right. But the other guy didn't walk up and stab Marcus 20 times with the knife that he had. None of that.
She said, "You notice everything. Listen, I be on it."
He didn't pick up the gun. He stood there and allowed Marcus to climb up on side of the wall and kick him straight in the face. Look at how he falls. What is with everybody and wearing these stomping in my Air Force One? Marcus grabs a paper towel dispenser and what? He hits the Undertaker with the paper towel dispenser and snatches the bag off his head, gasps for air. This idiot walks right past the gun, tackles Marcus from behind against the wall instead of just grabbing the gun and shooting Marcus. These are the stupidest criminals in the world. Picks him up and decides to scoop slam him into a fish tank? Huh? Naturally, water falls all over the place. He decides he want to slip and slide to the gun finally, but he can't shoot the gun because the safety is on. Then Marcus throws him into what seems to be the dirtiest toilet in the United States of America. Bro, these leftover drumsticks hanging from the ceiling is throwing me off. This part confused me a bit. So in this scene, Julie is across the room. She has a gun, grabs the gun, points it at Boucher, who's upstairs somewhere, fires the weapon, and obviously misses. And Mike yells out, "Julie!" This guy grabs him for yelling out Julie instead of grabbing Julie who's shooting the gun. They cause a huge
Confused me. Like, you got a white girl in the middle of the club, pull a pea shooter out her purse, aimed it over at Boucher in the balcony and fired it. Mike just simply yells Julie, and the guy behind him grab him, put him in a chokehold. Huh?
Fight scene in the club, and they all run out chasing one another. The bad guys hop in this here, and Marcus and Mike hop inside of this. For why? Also, instead of them two chasing the bad guys are chasing them. Which
also, how did they get to the club? That shows them arriving at the club and walking in. What did y'all drive? Did you just leave your vehicle? Why didn't y'all just get into y'all's car? Why did y'all get into this?
Which is stupid because we got a truck full of ether. Gunshots are not going to be in our favor. This scene puzzled me. So he's in the back of the truck throwing out ether cans so that he can shoot the cans and possibly, stop the bad guys from chasing him. He throws one can, he throws another, then he begins to shoot the cans to sort of cause an explosion, get the bad guys off their tail. Here's the second explosion. Then the car finally catches fire, but I'm noticing that there's 3 other randomly laying around. What? She stopped at the gas station to get shampoo. Animal cruelty free shampoo. Mike, of course, is at Marcus' house undercover, and he's doing some surveillance and sees these idiots at a motel right across the street, parked incorrectly, sitting in the car. The name of this place is called Motels. There's not even a name. It's literally just called Motels. Marcus suspects something going on between Mike and his wife, so he decides to climb up the side of his house. There is nothing about this right here that looks like it's gonna work. There's nothing about this is gonna work that I feel about any of this. This is just stupid. This is an interrogation scene. The literal only thing they're doing is leaning on his shoulders, and he gave them all the information. Here is a scene they're interrogating.
That had me weak though. Like, they was leaning on that boy's shoulder. They weren't doing anything to bro. They were literally just leaning on him. And they was like, "Give me your name, give me your goddamn name." That boy was just like, okay. It's Boucher, I think. And I'm just like, why? He said, "I got a question." "What's up?" "What up, Jake?"
is leaning on his shoulders, and he gave them all the information. Here is a scene they're interrogating JoJo, but what's confusing about this is how many times this dude cocked the hammer back. So you hear one click from the hammer here, he pulls out a second gun on his own partner, you hear a click of the hammer there, even though it's not. Then you hear a third one here in this scene. And
can you react to remasters clips of Star Wars and tell me your opinion? I might check that out. Guilty, but I've never watched any Star Wars, so it'll be a new thing for me as well.
And a fourth one. How many times does it take to get to the center of a hammer? The world may never know. We're supposed to be on a stakeout, and what is this? A Chevy Nova? Malibu? An old Buick? What is happening here, man? This is the worst logic ever. Y'all were there all night. He falls asleep. He's eating Twizzlers. So they follow the chemist back to whatever site Boucher and the other guys are at. He needs to get a better view, so he uses binoculars. Makes sense. But Boucher is looking directly at them. Like,
you should react to it. You got Discord, so I can send it to you. What is it, like the link for the video? You could probably drop it in the chat, and I should be able to pull it up. He said, "Bro, you hella funny." What's up with you, bro? It'll blow your mind. If you never seen Star Wars, it's still a very powerful moment for sure. I might check it out.
She, who's a pivotal portion of this doggone case, is right there with them, out in the open. Look at how big these binoculars are. Of course he's gonna see y'all. You're not even hiding for real. Look at them. They're just sitting on the side of the road. Stupid as hell.
I didn't get this, bro. Y'all supposed to be like detectives. I can see your car. I can see this white girl sitting right here peeking between the bridge. I can see all of y'all. Y'all not discreet.
This logic doesn't make sense. What boys these age are gonna honestly be watching the news? Stop this. Once again,
YouTube blocks the links that people send. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. I get it from you some kind of way. Here, shoot me. I have to figure out something.
Another person walks into Mike's apartment and just goes straight in. Idiot. This thing was stupid. Marcus's wife confronts him because he's been supposedly in Cleveland and he's not. And then she comes in and she sees her and she sees Mike, his shirt unbuttoned, see a dog in a bag. I get it. What I don't get is Julie is an actual witness. There's no speculating as to what's going on. You've been in gunfights, you've seen drugs and all this stuff going on. You see these bad guys, you know there's a real situation. The wife doesn't. Julie decides she's gonna leave. Where are you going to go?
That's what was confusing to me as well. It's like I said, she's an actual material witness to guys actually trying to kill her because she witnessed her friend getting killed, Max. Will also knows Max and knows that she was killed. Marcus knows that she was killed. There's a whole investigation going on. You got a whole case. I feel like that could have been easily stated and justified very easily in this scene. Instead of her telling her, "Hey, I'm a material witness. My friend got killed by this drug dealer, Boucher, and we're trying to take him down. That's why they got me on witness protection. Your husband was assigned to watch over me in this hotel room." Easily. She walks off.
What are you going to do?
The title is Star Wars 38 Reimagined. Channel name is okay. I'll check it out. By the way, your reviews seem hella funny. Yeah, this is what I call my What's That About? My What's That About playlist. So far, I got like 3 videos. I got Toy Story 1, 2, I believe, and Bad Boys, and I may have one more. But I'm still kind of new to it. I got a bunch of other movie reviews, but those were poorly done, and the audio was booty cheeks, and so we're gonna move on from that and try to start over fresh.
You have no plan. You have no skill at fighting off anyone. What are you trying to prove right now? Both of these dogs, ugly as hell. Marcus run to the elevator and try to talk to her like, hey, you know you trash. Not moments later, Boucher and this boy still got on them forces. Let it go. It's safe to say that everybody who's in this movie has came to Mike's apartment. These boys pull out their guns, but what is he doing? That boy on Twitter. He's on Facebook, Instagram. He's ahead of his time. In the midst of all this gunfire, they literally grab her and take her to the truck. These boys are in a Suburban driving terribly, my ad. Mike has no vehicle and decides to run on foot after this Suburban. Marcus decides, you know, I'm gonna join in with you. Who needs cars? Also, what type of run is this? It looks like he's skipping. On a good ship, lollipop. Why does this truck have the need to do this?
These niggas didn't know how to drive, bro. I didn't understand this. These boys was in this black truck driving horribly. And nobody's chasing them in a car. Everybody is on foot and these boys were driving horribly. There's no reason for you to drive on the sidewalk. Look at this. And what was he doing? Why are you stopped on the side of the road like this? Poor dogs, you crazy. Toasty kids and ugly dogs. You just ruthless. Now he's ahead of his time. Man,
no need for this. You're driving on this portion of the road for what reason? And then smash into a bus stop stand. Like, what? Runs into the back of a Ford Pinto, I guess. The car is smoking now, so we gotta hightail it out of here. Runs through a nail salon full of B. Arthurs. Bro had to get a James Bond moment in. So bad. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Y'all going to hell. Knocking these wheelchair men over. So in this scene, they pull up to a taxi cab driver. I'm guessing they're implying that they shot him from the glass breaking on the driver's side and throw him out of the car. But I'm saying, y'all were trash at driving the first getaway.
Right.
Car. What makes you think you're gonna do better now? And look how he lays on the.
Oh my God, bro! I forgot about. Bro, I forgot about this part. You know dang well you didn't get shot, and this is how you land outside the car. Look at bro's body, bro. You got out the car on your own and laid down. Also, the broken glass is right here. Boy, hell no, you are unbelievable. Literally. Why is Marcus on top of the car? Just why? So basically, these dudes shot up the hotel, ran, grabbed a girl, ran from Mike and them, got into a truck, drove horribly for like 3 minutes. The truck is smoking and unable to run. So they had to get out of the truck, shot this guy in his, I don't know, because there's no blood anywhere here. There's going to be some blood somewhere. Where did y'all shoot him at? In the purse? They shot him in his wallet? He looked like me when I just fall on the bed after a long day. Bro. Still his cab car so they can continue to get away. Y'all are horrible. Also, what did y'all drive up there in? Was it that truck? God.
Ground. First of all, you get shot, I'm assuming in the head, and thrown out of the car. You laid down so neatly. Marcus still don't want to get into a vehicle and drive it, but I guess this is better than nothing. Once again, their driving is completely terrible. How is sparks flying right now, and whose trash can are you getting ready to hit? Gosh, this chase is so exhausting. This was unnecessary. The killers decide to make a phone call to Miami PD and call Mike Lowry's line. Hello? Yeah, this is Boucher. I'm gonna kill the chemist, and after that, I'm gonna kill the girl. But you chose to wear this though. Alright, so I'm confused. This guy, Eddie Dominguez, of course has an Hispanic last name, so his his race is gonna be Hispanic. But you got Noah Traficante, and he's not? What is that? Italian? What? They had Noah listed as white male. No. So
yeah, that is confusing. Like, you got Edward Dominguez. Of course, he's Hispanic. But then you got Noah Traficante, and he's white American. How, Sway? You don't have the answers, Sway.
Showing on this document here that Francine was Eddie's girlfriend, and I get it. They end up blackmailing her, telling her they were going to put some real embarrassing naked photos of her up at her kid's school.
Yeah, they're going to be really embarrassing. Not because she's naked. He said, why you scream like that? Because that's how he looked. He was just like... So I figured screaming at her. They're going to be embarrassed because she looked like a sheet of paper. Not because she's naked. Because she looks like a composition book when she's naked.
On a bulletin board, you know, that's effed up. I get it. But you got to realize none of the police officers at the department are going to care. Like, you were aiding one of your own on an inside job, you know, doing all this bull crap, you know, it's just, nobody's going to care. That phone look like a laptop. There is no way you're tracking anybody's phone contact.
Cause she up there raw looking. Look at these computers, bro. There is nothing on here that anybody is reading or paying attention to. It's the same image on 3 computers, as a matter of fact. 4, because I think this one got the same color at the bottom, but it's like in blue.
Conversation on this. There is just no way. These boys looking at a picture of cornbread on the screen. Y'all getting no work done. Nice suit. What? Whose Cash App card is that? What is with y'all infatuation and binoculars on this movie? Where'd y'all get those uniforms from? What is that? What does IWS stand for? I wish somebody would say something about my stupid looking uniforms. This scene was stupid because she's struggling to get out of the handcuffs, gets out, gets the car started, drives the truck, jumps out of it to drive it into some ether. It exploded and nobody was affected by it. No one. In the middle of a gunfight, Mike and Marcus decides we're gonna take cover.
God, I forgot about this. I feel old. Computers used to look like TVs. Computers used to look like Game Boys. Them computers was weak as hell, and they were yellowing because they were so old. They were old back then. Look at this scene, bro. How y'all decide to take cover behind flammable propane tanks, it looks like huge industrial sized propane tanks. This is confusing to me because all it takes is one bullet. That is it. Matter of fact, high heat and a spark, that will probably do it. Y'all are in the middle of a gunfight. It's bullets everywhere. And y'all decide to take cover behind a propane tank.
Behind a propane tank that says flammable and a 2 underneath. It was too flammable. This is too dangerous. Oh, I get it. The 2 was for the number of idiots taking cover behind a propane tank. Marcus does a police roll.
Said right, only in the movies, laughing. Said this is better than cinema scenes. Listen, I wish I can get to that level. I really like his videos and like how fast paced they are. And he pays great attention to detail and has way more knowledge on cinema and the ins and outs about it. But hopefully one day we'll get there.
Over to see her struggling. Boucher sees her struggling. What is she struggling doing? She's literally just standing in the middle of nowhere, just like, ah! Huh? The messed up part is before he get to turn around, he's looking right at her. Before he can even turn around and shoot her, Marcus flies out of nowhere like this. This doesn't look like it's going to save anybody. And it doesn't. Boucher walks over, shoots him in the leg, and walks away.
I wasn't understanding anything in this film. I wasn't understanding anything. She is the material witness.
We're in the middle of a gunfight. You're standing over him, shoots him in the leg, and the material witness who can put you guys behind bars is on the ground right next to him, and you walk away. These people don't make sense. Here go bro with his Air Force Ones again. Bro gets on a plane. Marcus sees him.
Bro, I gotta pause it again. That just wasn't making sense to me. This movie was... It's a classic, but God, it was so bad.
He sees Marcus, and Marcus says, "You forgot your boarding pass."
Oh yeah, I forgot
And
about
then
that.
shoots a canister of ether and blows him up. But I kid you not, he stood there like this, holding the gun for at least 4 seconds. At least. Look at these two dudes.
Yeah, he saw him and he was just sitting there holding the gun like this, and he was just like, "Ah! Ah!" And Marcus was able to get out that whole phrase, "You forgot your boarding pass," and then looked this way and shot the propane tanks. The whole time before he shot the propane tanks, the guy standing there like, "Ah!"
Flame grilled in the air. Like, my God. Boucher makes a cheeky getaway in his sports car. These guys make a cheeky chase in their sports car. Boucher, what are you honestly trying to do? You're on a runway and there's like obviously a dead end. Like, what is his plan? Marcus catches up to him, bumps him to the side. Boucher spins out of control, crashes into a wall. These two made it through the opening. They get out the car. Boucher is, I don't know, what is his plan? He's running around, he's staggering, he runs right in the middle of an X. Mike shot him and then he stumbles down and falls. And this is how he chose to lay down. And then finally, the entire police force finally decides they want to show up, and they all come in this way. Mike standing over him, got an easy chance to put him away, decides to bend down and get a little closer right in his face and doesn't pull the trigger. But he does have the hammer cocked back this time. That's a plus. Marcus convinced Mike, you know what, no, don't do it, man. He ain't worth it. He a joke. He a joke. Meanwhile, while he told him how much of a joke he is, this dude pulls out a 4-piece pea shooter. Mike sees the obvious glare on his face and finally cooks him right in front of everybody. A lot of the decision making on this movie just pisses me clean off. Marcus looking like, dang, you did the right thing killing them. Yeah. We reach the end and everybody's covered in flour, obviously. I gotta say, this movie is definitely a classic in my opinion, but it is a lot of things that in this movie were aggravating as hell to me. Oh, goodness. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know if it's a movie.
Man, listen, making these little review style videos is so much fun to me. I really enjoy it and I really get a kick out of making those videos. Just to offer like a different perspective on films that we may have seen and things that we may be somewhat familiar with, maybe even some newer films. I love it. I'm going to be doing more of these. I just haven't really done them in a while. This one I did this year in May. I kept thinking it was last year, but it was actually this year. That was fun. That was fun doing that. I think I enjoyed like recording it as much as I did watching it. I got a few more that I did. Are you guys down to watch another one? I don't know if this one is more so informative or humorous. I know I did with this one right here, The Lady and the Tramp. This one was informative at the beginning. Keep pushing your stuff out. You got the potential. For sure, man. I appreciate that. This one right here was informative in the beginning, and then I kind of went through and pointed out like little flaws or little weird things that I was noticing in the film. Sword in the Stone, I don't know. I did like a movie theory on that one. I don't know if that one was humorous or not. What y'all feeling like? Y'all feel like watching another one with me, or y'all finna call it a night? Let me see. Can you react to the Star Wars thing? Keep pushing your stuff out. You got the potential. I might check out the Star Wars thing first, and then I'll do a recorded version of it and check it out. Let's see. I think I may have a say hell yeah. Let's see. Let's check out another one. Do 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 do. Okay, so we got Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2. Let's do 2. I thought I did 3.
What is going on, guys?
But maybe I didn't. Let's check this out. Well, look at this boy face, sir. Boy on the front like, what? What is he doing?
What is going on, guys? This is your boy King Nappy. Today we're going to be doing another What's That About episode. We're going to be covering Toy Story 2.
Well, is my volume right?
Let's get into it, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow us on Coffees and hit us up on Patreon. Let's get into it. Okay, so we are here in Gamma Quadrant Sector 4. Alright, so he just landed on whatever planet this is, and he's calling into headquarters. But for some odd reason, he doesn't seem to notice any of the 3 million robots that are standing around him. How have you not heard any of this? How could you not hear? How could you not see? Then on top of that, these robots start transforming, and out pops 2 smaller gold ones right out of his shoulders, and then an additional 4 smaller silver ones. Why did they pick this color pattern? Why did they pick these particular metal groups? They picked bronze, gold, and silver. That was strange. He jumps across to try to reflect that laser shot through the crystals, which kills everybody. I'm just confused as to, you got 3 million people surrounding you. Nobody got a shot off? Nobody was able to fire a bullet at this boy? Not one? Okay, so this supposed to be the source of Zerg.
She said, this gonna be good. This was real stupid. Good movie, but stupid. Yes, it was. Yes.
Zerg's power? Zerg get his power from Dollar Tree. Okay, so I thought this was weird. So it shows Buzz kind of hopping around on these little floating platform things or whatever. Then the platform things collapse on him and he falls. He then has the idea to click his little anti-gravity belt and he's able to float. My thought process is, why not do that from the beginning? Why wait until you're falling down some sort of weird shaft to want to turn this on? You should have turned this on right at the start. Zerg. I don't get it. Zerg's supposed to be this all-powerful enemy. Why is he so upset? It's always the people that got all the power, that have all the advantage, all the resource, that be the most pissed. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. What type of gun is this boy got? This dude got a glow-in-the-dark Nerf gun, straight blasting at Buzz Lightyear. I mean, why do you ever need a tri-barrel gun this way? Look at this man's outfit though. It's a girl. What do you have on, bro? Then he pissed off. No wonder he mad, man. He's stuck in this girl's outfit. This boy got a purple robe on, purple dress. And he straight cooked that bro. Wow. Wow. He straight cooked, bro. Also, I knew right from the jump that this had to be like a video game or something like that, because you don't see Andy's name on the bottom of his feet too. So I caught on to that. Game over. Okay, so this part kind of it kind of made me scratch my head a little bit. So here Woody, hold on, I'll be right back. Ooh. My fault. Okay. He is looking for his hat. He's in the drawer, scavenging through the drawer. He sits up, bumps his head on the back of the drawer, falls out of the drawer, and lands flat on his face on the floor. Buzz is concerned and decides to jump to the rescue, lands on a Hot Wheel, rides down the track, goes through the loop-de-loop, jumps into the air, flips midway, lands, picks him up, and asks, "Are you okay?"
I thought that was so stupid that you did all of that just to jump over there and ask him, is he okay?
You did all of that to show up over here and just ask me, am I okay? Yeah. Why is this troll still naked? This troll is still naked, yo. Like, it looked like somebody's mischievous grandmother. Also, look at Peep's, I think it's Bo Peep. Look at her face. Her face is so different from the face that she has in Toy Story 4. 4, her face just looks so much more, I guess because she has more of a leading role.
I did see Toy Story 4. I thought I reacted to... I want to say I reacted to 3 as well, but I don't know.
Role, or more, in-depth role. But her face is so much more like detailed and more just fleshed out. This boy still got them same LeBrons on, and this girl got 2 red bedpans on her feet. Why do you have bedpans on your legs and 1 ear? You can't hear anything I'm saying. So Andy was playing with his toys and Buzz's arm wrapped around Woody's arm and he barely pulled and completely just ripped his doll's arm. Like, that was so confusing to me how hard it ripped. He wasn't even doing anything that strenuous with him. Also, this van, I like their attention to details. Like, the van still has the exact same license plate number. Although it's going to, because the license plate supposed to be reference to like an animation school that they went to, a lot of the animators went to, so that's what's up. Also, I see that Super Nintendo up there. That's unrealistic though. You got a Super Nintendo that no joystick is plugged into and no cartridge is inside of it. Like, that's just completely unrealistic. That will never happen in real life. Look at this floor, bro.
Playing that mug. If it's a Super Nintendo in the room, ain't gonna be no controllers not hooked up to it, no cartridge not inside of it. We playing that mug.
This boy got hardwood floors in his room, but I ain't never seen my floor in my bedroom when I had hardwood this shiny. This is like he's in a gymnasium. Why do y'all have all ace spade? How? What cards did y'all buy? And then the dog got Uno cards. This y'all not playing anything. Hulk Hogan, the dog, the potato, and the dinosaur down here playing what game? Look under the bed. Does that say Archangels? Is that
Oh yeah, so I haven't seen Miss Potato Head the same since I saw that meme that says Steve Harvey looked like him. Listen, Mr. Potato Head looked like Al Sharpton to me. That boy looked just like Al Sharpton. I think that's what I said in Toy Story 1 review. It's a book. I don't know if you can see my cursor right here, but it's a book back here that says Archangels. And I thought that was kind of different that they had that. And they said, from what I remember, there's a reference to that in like one of the Toy Story spinoffs. I think it's like some sort of toy that they have. There's like an Archangel or something. It was weird.
A game or is that a book? Archangels though? Bro, why with them and why do they mark up the walls and back?
Yeah, that's another thing. So like right here, yeah, you can see my cursor. So like there's like these markings all over like certain walls and on certain baseboards, doors, at the bottom of the door. And I guess they was putting these markings to showcase like that it's, it's old or it's been worn a little bit, but some of these markings were kind of weird to me. It was like really weird and obvious.
Banister so badly, yo. Look at this banister. Dang, 25 cents? So she reaches under the bed. Doesn't even really look under the bed. She just reaches. She just sort of reaches and grabs this old pair of skates. I don't know what that is. It's so much junk under the bed. She reached over all of that without looking and pulled out the rustiest toy. Who did this belong to? It couldn't have been his. Every toy Andy has is already super old and he takes care of all of them. Whose is this? So she walks in, she grabs this old pair of skates. She grabs this.
Yeah, that is a good question though. Whose is that? Oh wait, this is like the same house that his like dad or somebody grew up in, I thought. So that could have been like his dad's toy. Cause it was entirely too rusty to be his. Like he's not even that old.
A random 30-some piece puzzle. She grabs this little thing. Why is that in there? Why does Andy even have this, yo? That boy is clearly too old for these. She grabs one book behind Woody and then this squeak toy right behind Woody as well. And then that's it. She walks out of the room. She picked the most random items and then she picked them so random. How she did it, she picked them so random, yo. Like, what? So Woody wants to go after the Wheezy little squeak penguin toy. So he calls Buster to come and take him downstairs outside so he can go and grab it. What is Lemurs? Oh, Lemurs. Is that like a band? Is that music? Oh, they do have a Lemurs band on here. I forgot about that.
So there's like they got like a depiction of I'm assuming like the Beatles and certain pictures on Toy Story. On some of them, I don't know if it's on all of them, but you'll see like a poster or something like that, and it looks like a band that kind of resembles the Beatles. And they call them the Lemurs.
Disney got like a weird infatuation with lemurs though, because it's like they use lemurs in a lot of their animation. Yeah. Then they got that as the name of the band. Like that's different. They got that same white book. That same white book was under the bed, I think, earlier as well. Yeah, that same white book was under here. Yeah. I wonder what book is that? Is that like some sort of series, or is it literally just like a one book that they?
If it is, like, why are you grabbing one book out of that series and not the other one? They're still under the bed. Like, what?
They failed to show her picking up. So they're riding back. He got Wheezy and they're riding back to the house. Wheezy starts to fall out and Woody's trying to keep him in there. But the dog, instead of walking, let me move out the way. Instead of the dog walking around.
Yeah, so like the dog jumped over this, but he could have walked right over here, just walked around it. He decided to do this stupid jump and launch this dude straight into the air.
On this toy, he decides to jump over it and launches Woody into the air. Look at how far up that boy is. And of course he drops down. What is all them cashews on the ground? And as soon as he falls, Buster doesn't feel him fall, doesn't hear him yell for him, doesn't come back, just leaves him right there. I am not understanding. And of course, some kid is the very first one that sees it. Oh, mommy, I want this small toy laying all the way over here, away from all the other toys. Bro, what nuts and bolts? Oh, yeah, all right. Bro, look at this dollar bill. Yo, who is that? They got Jennifer Lawrence on the front of the dollar bill. Stop this. Okay, so this confused me. So he got Woody and he put him in the bag and threw him in the trunk. The trunk, for some odd reason, isn't closed. The trunk is not closed because Buzz halfway opened it, but of course he fell down. When the driver pulls off in the car, there are some feathers that are flying out the car, which confused me. And I get it, he's supposed to be a feather mascot, but look at his suit. This suit is a plastic suit, yo.
Yeah, that was confusing me. So I forgot the name of whatever he's using this suit for. I know it's like a toy barn, but he dressed up like a chicken or whatever. But it's a plastic suit, like it's completely plastic. But when he drove off, actual feathers were flying out. I don't like that fat dude.
There is no feathers, yo. Where are the feathers at? It's a plastic suit. You can see how everything is stuck together. It's not even real feathers. So what are these? What are these? Bro, this girl look crazy as hell. Look at this. She's so amped the entire time. She's so crazy looking. All right, so this box that the prospector is supposed to be in, or Stinky Pete, why do they have this boy's box as an outhouse? Why are you in a bathroom? And from what I was reading, like with most outhouses, a star represented the men's restroom and the moon represented the girls' restroom. Why are you in a girl's outhouse, bro? Why is your name Stinky Pete? It's because you were taking a dump? Like they really named this toy after him taking a dump, yo? Bro, what is all these little letters around the plate? Like I never paid attention to that. I think they are located in Virginia, so that looked like a Virginia Tech symbol right here towards the bottom. You got Woody's Roundup. It looked like that's supposed to be a... Boy, these are all Illuminati markings. Cowboy with the hat on. Some of these symbols, I have no clue what they mean. What are these, like alien stamps? You know, they got a huge infatuation with space on this movie. Listen, I'm looking at this background. I'm like, you had to draw a fake background as well? Not realizing it's the side of a building. All right, so they all had the smart idea to get inside of these cones and walk across the street. All right, cool. They're all walking and they're listening to Buzz telling them to drop and go or stop and go. And they're going into traffic. All right, traffic, I don't know what it is, but they are blind and they refuse to slow down. They have to drive at the highest speed possible. Look at this swerve. When you could have just slowed down and come to a stop, waited for traffic and kept going, you don't have to swerve this way. Of course, he got a Grand Theft Auto 5 right behind him and crash into him. What is up with the traffic, man? The AI in this movie is just, every adult human on here is just so impaired. So they continue to walk even after halfway dying here, and then here comes some more traffic. This car, instead of slowing down, you got a red car that is on your right side, not right side, on your left side, getting ready to come into the lane you're in. He refuses to slow down. You see all these cones, ain't nobody asking questions. About to hit this boy, the white car about to hit the truck. He gotta swerve. These boys have made a figure 8 in the middle of the street. Then you gotta do it in a monster truck going so fast down the street. This dude, instead of going around it, hits an entire U-turn in the middle of the street, heading toward this Mack truck coming toward him. Caused this huge pile up just from some cones being in the street. How, Sway? How, Sway? You don't have the answers, Sway. Look at this mess, yo. This is the biggest mess in the world. This dude has to be at least 300 years of age. I like bro though, like, I like the attention. I really enjoyed this dude, like how he was fixing up Woody when Woody was, he had to stitch him up and fix him up. I really enjoyed that scene, like just seeing the amount of detail that he paid to, you know, his craft. That was pretty cool. And the detail that he paid when he was like painting and fixing Woody, like I like the attention to detail that he paid. Look at this whole little setup he got. Like watching this scene was so like delightful for me. I had no issues with this scene. I really enjoyed just watching like how he took his time, paid attention to detail, took pride in his work. I really enjoyed watching that. Like look at this. What is all this stuff? Howard said you got batteries on deck, you got anchors, paints, paint brushes, tape, magnifying glass, buttons, like spare parts. He got this boy sitting in a barber chair. He about to get his boy a straight haircut. Hair made of all plastic. On head. Bro, look at how old he look, yo. Look at this boy eyebrows. Them must look like 2 landscapes. These boys, so the toys are in front of this store. It says, sorry, we're closed. This keeps bothering me, yo, because they jump in the air, jump down, and open the door. If you're closed, how is it that your door is opening when toys jump? How is it that your door is opening when toys jump? They get inside, the door don't make a ding, there's no chime, there's no alert that someone walked into the store, no cashiers in sight, and these boys just walking down the middle aisle. Like, also I was noticing that the cashier numbers on the registers and the numbers for the aisles all kind of go in like a sequence. You know, right now you looking at a 2 and a 4, so you got 6, 3 and a 5, so you got 8, 4 and a 6, so you got 10. Nice, bro. This is so cool. This boy got the airbrush gun and everything. Like, he done gave this boy some rosy cheeks, made him blush a little bit. He straight up for to get his boy a line, like a taper. He about to get his boy a taper. I never understood what the tongue's supposed to do. He trying to thread the needle, and I get it. But what is the face? Like, the face don't make your skills any better. He did thread that needle kind of quick though, for him to be 1,000 years of age. I never paid attention to this flashlight on the side of this boy's head. What gold are you getting ready to go in mine? This boy out, he about to go into a cave and explore. You fixing a doll's arm. Relax. Go ahead, old man. He getting them together. Look at this whole setup, bro. This fool running down the aisle. Does that say Tramp-O in the back? Come on, Disney. Y'all got Tramp-O in the back. Okay, I get it. Buzz Lightyear is a popular toy. I totally understand that. But I'm just trying to figure out why is there an entire aisle, all 3 shelves, fully stocked with this one doll. Yeah, that was confusing me. Like, I understood Buzz Lightyear was a popular doll, but why was there like 2 or 3 whole shelves, a whole aisle of the exact same toy?
My thing is like have a section where you have those toys at, and then store the rest of them in the back. You don't have to have the whole 3 shelves front to back with the same doll.
Oh, when you can just have a section and put the rest in the back and stock it up in case you run out, instead of stocking an entire wall full of Buzz Lightyear toys. This boy, look at Buzz. This boy is doing the exact same thing Woody was doing in the first one. Walking up just stirring that old boy's space cake. Leave that boy alone, bro. And of course his face looks stupid too.
Oh, did I not?
I don't get why he's so, I guess, jealous or envious.
He said, yeah, that's dumb. Man.
So this one looked exactly like him. It just got a blue belt. Bro, does that toy say fire hydrant? What kind of toy is that? Bro, the toy next to it says, this milk is spoiled? I don't get it, yo. What type of toys are these? They got a toy right here that says big nasty brain.
Oh yeah. Right here, this toy said big nasty brain. This one says pocket butt. What does this one say? Does that say flush the fish? Yeah, I think that's a toilet. And you got, oh wow, not flush the fish. Yeah, they have some crazy toy names on here. Like when I used to, this one right here was the fire hydrant one. I'm just like, why is that a toy? Like, like what kind of toy is that?
Huh? Alright, so this part kind of confused me. So the original Buzz reached for this Buzz new utility belt, but all the Buzz Lightyears are perfectly still. There are no humans around, which has always been something that bothered me with some portions of this film. Is there are some toys that
was confusing to me. The toys all have the ability to, I guess, come to life, but they can only really do that when there's no humans around. Right now, this store is pretty much empty. There are no humans. These toys are perfectly still. This toy reaches for him and then decides to come to life.
Remain still and remain quiet and all that, even when there's no humans around and you don't have to. So this dude's standing perfectly still and finally decides to move when Buzz reaches for him, grabs his hand and just bodies bro completely. These girls over here having a whole party. Hot girl summer. Ma'am, how is she floating? There's no water in this pool, bro. This girl over here on the grill making no progress with that plastic T-bone steak. Look at this.
There's nothing happening here. There's no coal, there's no fire, no smoke. What do you have in this right here? You're not drinking anything. What is she sitting in?
These two girls. We are Siamese, can't you please? You got Kelly Rowland and Rihanna back here. So these boys pull up trying so hard to be cool. Like, they trying to be so laid back. You got Rick Ross, Ludacris, look like Lil Uzi Vert, and Kevin Gates. I don't know. They told them that they needed some help. This girl flips into the air. Now, the potato is driving the car. She flips into the air and lands perfectly in the driver's seat. But the potato was driving at first. Like, how did he just know to scoot over? The potato trying so hard to be, he's trying so hard to be faithful. Look at his eyes. Look like 2 eggs. This boy got 2 brown eggs for eyes. He want to be a potato salad so bad. Look at this girl smile, yo. Psychotic as a mug. And the dog in the back, he kind of peeping a little bit like, okay. Look, she driving. Mr. Potato trying to be, he's trying so hard to be cool. Look at this smile that he got on his face. So the dinosaur freaks out because he figured out a way to beat Zurg and puts the entire magazine over everybody and just covers their vision while driving. Why? She freaks out after he finally moves the magazine out of the way, sees this whole little bouncy ball display, and she has plenty of room. Look at all this room. Look at all this time she has. But no, she runs smack dead into it. Come on, bro. So they drive drive off, and I guess they're trying to escape all the balls that are falling and collapsing everywhere. So they spin the car. The dinosaur and the magazine he holds and holding is falling out of the car. So he jumps to go and grab the magazine, which confuses me because he got the magazine from the front portion of the store, right by the front door. You guys planning on leaving? Why don't you just wait till you go back to the front door and grab another copy? You didn't have to jump out of the car for this one. So they didn't feel this boy fall out of the car and running behind him trying to catch up. They just gonna keep going. Petty. Then he behind him getting his Jurassic Park on. Like, come on, bro. I'm trying to figure out what setting is acceptable for you to play with your toy this way. Like, this is some straight dedication when it comes. That's some only child, really lonely type stuff. You on the swing, and I get it. You're a little kid. You know, you got your imagination and all that. But wow, that is a small toy to be holding on to like that on the swing, having this intimate moment with. Comes to playing with your toy. This person is on a swing, swinging them in a romantic way, smiling at their toy. Like, come on. Like, this is just weird. Okay, so in this scene, they got, they were the word lemurs again, right? Yeah, right here. So this right here got lemurs rock, music, something. Appreciation or sensation appreciation. I can't really see what it's saying, but it's supposed to be like their version of the Beatles, and I guess the name of their group is the Lemurs. Well, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. On the wall, lemurs. So I'm guessing that's a band. Man, Disney really got like a infatuation with lemurs though. So Jessie was laying under the bed, all this dirt on her or whatever. I'm guessing it's showing that she's been under here for a long time. What's catching my attention is she placed her under the bed when she was little, and she's left her there all of these years? Like, what? At the same boots she was wearing when she was a kid. You haven't cleaned from under your bed all this time? And it shows her growing like she's like a teenager now. Like, she's no longer interested in. Yeah, that caught my attention. I'm just like, I get it. You put toys away and you may not play with them anymore, but it's literally under your bed. Like, you haven't done any cleaning under there in several years? Huh? And toys, they show her on the phone, and they show her on the phone wearing these ugly wingtip shoes, and she's older, and it's just like, come on, bro, like, at least do better with the fact that y'all got her sitting in the exact same spot this entire time. Like, what? She finally turns freaking 18, 19 years old, it looks like, and finally decides to get rid of all her old toys that was laying under her bed. The name of this game in the background, I don't know what's going on with Al, but this dude got the worst toy titles, bro. This say toss the cop a donut. Like, this says toss the cop a donut, and this one right here says escape poo. I don't even know. Are these cheese puffs? What? What kind of game title is that? This boy over here killing it in the hallway. So the name of this toy or game right here is called America's Future, and of course it's $6.99. But you know, I've been on 10, like watching every one of these Toy Story movies. I be on 10. I'm always seeing sixes all over the place, man. Yeah. And of course, and I kept noticing that about this film too. It was just like, I kept noticing like sixes or nines all over the place. So you know me, I'm paranoid anyway with that stuff. But yeah, this game right here in this corner is called America's Future, and it had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Hey. Yeah. You alright? Okay. But yeah, it had America's Future and then had $6.99 right here. And I'm like, what kind of game is that? What kind of toy is that? Plus they got triple on this one. What are these kids? What are these teens? What kind of title is that for a toy, bro? Like, come on. Like, y'all gotta know something's weird about that. What type of toy title is that? America's Future? Come on, bro. And look at him. To infinity and beyond. So in this scene, he's walking out of the toy store, out of the toy barn. He's heading towards the door. Buzz sees him and realizes he needs to catch up with him because the rest of the toys are inside of the bag that he's holding. Also, I was noticing like this right here. To me, it looked like a 6 as well. Like right here, you can see it start here and it kind of goes out. But I was just noticing like that
kind of thing like a lot in the film. I think I noticed it on the dog, or maybe on Woody or something like that. It was just, I don't know.
Holding. He jumps up here, flips onto this one, jumps up, does a backflip or something like that to the next one, grabs onto it, flips again, lands up here, takes this bat off of the rack, throws it on the ground. As it's standing on the tip, he jumps. What's catching my attention is that the owner hasn't heard any of this. You got all this noise that this boy is making. The owner hasn't heard a thing. Jumps up and jumps on the tip of the bat, leaps from there onto a trampo. He leaps onto a trampo, does a flip off of that, bounces into the air, grabs onto this monkey toy that's perfectly on this string, tries to glide over here and I guess get to the door in time, only to run straight into the door in utter failure. You literally could have just ran across the floor and did the same thing, and you probably could have made it. All that time you wasted flipping and turning and doing all this crap just to sit here in utter salt, and he got away. So in this scene, he's like getting ready to push over a bunch of toys. This catches my attention because, wait, there's $1 left on the ground. That boy was dropping everything out of his bag. This catches my attention because the stores look like it's closed. It's his toy barn or whatever, and it's right next door. I totally get it, but you don't lock your doors? This boy doors is unlocked. Even if a store is closed, you shouldn't be able to open automatic doors from the inside or outside if it's locked. It's supposed to be something like a switch or something that you're supposed to hit where you can manually open or whatever. It just wasn't making sense to me. Like, dude was going in and out of his store and just like not locking the door. The door was opening for toys. Like, it just wasn't making sense. He finna knock over these boxes. This dude does not lock his doors at all, yo. Look at the name of this toy right here. Big Nasty Brain. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all not even trying to be creative with these names. These names are horrible. So he knocks over the boxes and they open the door. That's so stupid, bro. No alarms going off, nothing. Oh, and here goes Zurg, the arch enemy of Buzz Lightyear. Good lord. And look at this dude, man. Like, why are you so angry? So the fake Buzz is over here with the toys inside of old boy's car. So this Buzz is still delusional and believing that he can actually fly. Grabs onto the dinosaur's hands, grabs onto Mr. Potato Head hand, leans down like he's getting ready to do something, only to lead to salt. Look at how stupid he looks. Look at how disappointed the dinosaur look. Look at how confused Ludacris is. Come on, bro. So the real Buzz Lightyear heads on over, but I'm trying to figure out, like, you got. So if you hear me say the word Ludacris, I'm referring to Mr. Potato Head. Toys running looks like a bootleg Magneto. Exactly, Magento. Around these public areas, there's no cameras to locate that these toys are walking on their own and walking into buildings and up to front doors. So in this scene, they're actually in the vent inside of the hotel that the dude's staying in, and they heard a noise, so they all stopped. Then he slams up against the side of the walls for no reason at all. He goes over, grabs Mr. Potato Head, and was going to do what with him? He was like, here, prop him up before it's too late or something like that. Why are you propping him up? What are you trying to do? Put him down. And of course, Mr. Potato Head is uncomfortable. This part I thought was pretty cool. He has like a little retractable cord thing, you know, that's a part of his toy mechanism or whatever. I thought that was kind of cool. He gives that to Mr. Potato Head. He grabs these two like anti-gravity suction cup things, and I thought that was pretty cool that they actually included that in the toy. Like, that's a lot of accessory. That's a lot of gear. Then he jumps off and latches on to the side of the wall. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, the fact that it's actually able to work, he's actually able to hold on to the side of that. He got a nice size, you know, retractable cord. I thought that was pretty dope. So he grabs onto the side of the wall. All of them grab hold to the retractable cord, and they're going in order as follows: the dinosaur, the pig, it looks like the dog, and Mr. Potato Head. I'm so confused as to why did y'all line up in that order? Why wouldn't you put the heaviest ones probably at the bottom and put the lighter ones toward the top? Also, how is Buzz holding all of them, bro? Like, yeah, I was just like, they always talk trash about how delusional Buzz Lightyear used to act about his abilities, but
I'm like, this is actually pretty decent. Like, this is his accessories, and bro actually able to carry all of y'all up an elevator shaft. That's pretty impressive.
Trash they be talking about him being delusional, and of course this is the wrong Buzz, so he still is delusional. That's pretty dope. Like the fact that he's able to hold all of y'all using these suction cups and climbing up the side of an elevator shaft. Come on, bro. And of course this is the one, the biggest one. He's slipping, his hands and stuff like that can't hold on, so he slips, he's falling, and brings everybody else down. This was weird. They're right next to the sheriff office. They have the Undertaker's business right next to the sheriff office, and it just got Undertaker on there. Like, all right, straightforward. I thought this part was stupid too. I get it, y'all want to use the dinosaur's head to ram through the gate here, but the dinosaur is pretty strong on his own. Why did we have to grab him, turn him upside down with his legs in the air like this, just to ram his head into the fence? I don't get it. I also thought this was stupid how they had to do this whole I'm the real Buzz Lightyear. No, I'm the real Buzz Lightyear. Luckily, it didn't last long, and I was definitely grateful for that because that would have irritated me. But the fact that nobody caught on to the fact that the real Buzz don't...
Them nubs he called arms holding them back. Man, little bitty arms.
Wear that helmet anymore. Once he realized that he didn't need it, he doesn't wear it. And you see this guy with a new belt and he's wearing the helmet all the time. No one caught on to like, yeah, this might not be the real Buzz. Or ask him, hey, where'd you get that belt from, bro? Nice. I ain't gonna lie, this part had me weak when he did that though. He looking like... Okay, so this is stupid. Why are they jumping over the outhouses when you can just easily just run around? All of this is just creepy, bro. Look at that smile. Man. God, that's creepy. That is the weakest paint in the world. That boy literally rubbed it off with his thumb, and all the writing under it is still visible. This part confuses me as well. He's explaining to her that he has owners and he has to go back to his owners or whatever, and that he doesn't want to abandon Andy or whatever. So everybody's getting upset and bent out of shape about it. And it's confusing because everybody want him to come with them. They're getting ready to go to some sort of museum or something like that. They're going to be inside of a display case for forever. You're not going to be able to get out. You're not going to be able to play with anybody. You're going to be stuck inside this.
That was confusing to me. They wanted the whole collection together, and they were going to put this collection inside this museum and this display case. So if you're in a display case in a museum, that means you're going to be on constant watch. You're going to be in constant, surveillance. You're going to be under the public eye. So you can't move or interact or do anything until like the lights go off. And even then, you're inside of a case. It's just like, it just didn't make sense to me. You're not going to have an owner. You're not going to have nobody to play with. No one's going to want to touch you because you're considered, a valuable piece, a valuable collection. It was just confusing as to why they weren't catching on to that. Glass case, why are they so worried about it? And I heard the prospector mentioning something like, we're not going to be just sitting rotting on a shelf or while the other toys are getting picked. But if you're in a museum, more than likely you're going to be sitting constantly on the shelf, constantly. But at one point he agrees to go with them, and everybody's like super happy, super excited. But he ended up kind of going back and explaining to them like, I can't leave Andy, man. Like I got a family, especially when everybody came and was like trying to convince him to come back. He was like, he finally realized, I can't leave Andy. I'm gonna go back and do what, fulfill my purpose and do what I'm supposed to do. So then the prospector gets mad and everything, and because he's trying to leave, it's just stupid. And of course Zurg pops up again. Come on, bro. Look at how pissed this boy looks. Then he's equipped with like this tri-barrel gun with like these Nerf balls attached to it, and he just thumping them at bro. And it seems like he has an unlimited amount. Man. Like, bro, look at this. What is that dial on the side? That mug go from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to look like 1. It don't even look like a 7. That mug go back to 1. He finna blow bro away. Pause. The dinosaur swings and knocked that boy over. Look at this dress this boy got on. That boy looks so weak. Thank God they knocked him off the side of this platform. Let him fall. I don't care what y'all say. This look creepy. They keep bringing this doggone pizza truck or delivery truck up in these movies, bro. And this mug is never washed. Okay, so Buzz Lightyear is driving this car or this truck. All right, and she's driving it with instructions from everybody else.
but it's a stick. Like how are you guys managing to drive a stick and you're not hitting the clutch, you're not hitting the brakes like you need to? How? This boy don't know what he's reading. He don't know what he's reading.
Exactly.
And then these boys swerving in the street and managing to obey traffic laws barely, about to run into people. And what in the world is pyramid travel? These boys inside of this pet carrier walking around the airport. Nobody sees y'all. Nobody's paying attention. Where's TSA when you need them? When there's walking, talking toys in an airport. Buzz Lightyear picked this boy up. Man, Prospect built like a backpack. That boy looked like he full of books and homework assignments. What is that hat made of? Fudge? Alright, so in this scene, he got stuffed into the back of this backpack and this girl walks up and picks him up. She notices the toy but isn't alarmed at all. Just picks it up, places it on her back anyway, and walks off. Her parents ain't said a word. Where'd you get that toy from, Sydney? No, ain't nobody paid attention to nothing. This girl got a whole new weird toy on her backpack and just going about her day. I thought this was stupid because they could have easily pulled her out of there. Also, what was she doing this entire time? Because the Prospect, he was opening his case, was fighting people and all that. What was she doing in there the whole time? Was she just laying down quietly? Come on, bro. And then they missed the opportunity to grab her. So the suitcase slides all the way down. They pack it on. Also this, like right here, where you got a car driving off and then they got to chase after the car. They do this every Toy Story. Probably dang near all 4 of them. I gotta relook at 4 and see, but there's always a scene where a car is leaving and they're chasing the car in every movie. Onto this little carrier here, and it seemed like in every Toy Story movie, it seemed like there's a part where they gotta chase a car or a truck or some kind of vehicle on foot every single time. This boy catches up to the carrier, and luckily, this green suitcase right here that he's finna open up is right on top. If it was under anything, he would have been out of luck. There would have been nothing he could have did. So he gets her out, and they're trying to sneak back out of this little carrier truck. So he gets her out and they're trying to sneak outside of this little, sneak back out of this airplane. So they get here, the guy ended up having to go back down there for something. So they get close to the door and started to count to 3. Instead of just leaving out immediately, just escape immediately and leave. They want to hide behind this round purse and count to 3. And of course, the door closed right on them. Salty as hell. I'm confused as to how this horse with Buzz Lightyear, Jessie, and Woody riding on his back is able to keep up as a stuffed animal with a commercial airplane. How? So Andy and his mom pull up back at home, but they're at home, you know what I mean? But I'm confused as to why his window is still up. I'm confused as to why she didn't pull in the driveway in the middle of the night, why she blocked half of the driveway and parked halfway. Yeah, that was stupid. It's like, this is your house, y'all coming home. Why are you parking this way? She parked halfway on the curb, halfway blocking the driveway. Just pull into the driveway. In front of the house by the curb. So you still want to react to the Star Wars thing? I'm gonna go watch it by myself and just check it out, and then I'm gonna record it and do it myself and probably upload it. Which you could just pull in the driveway. The first person to hop out is Andy, and he's running full speed toward the door like he got a key, like he got access to the house. What parent allows this? Then he comes upstairs, comes right up to the shelf where he left Woody to look for him, only to find that Woody is not there and that all the toys are on the bed. So this was puzzling to me as well. So all the toys did this on their own. The mom never did this. The mom never drew Welcome Home Andy. It's an etch and sketch for one, so you got to have skill to even draw that, like to draw it that way. She didn't set these toys up that way. So if Andy would have came home and been like, "Oh, mom, thanks for, setting my toys up like this. It's pretty cool." And she respond like, "I didn't do that." That would have been a whole problem. with a welcome home Andy etched and sketched on the etch and sketch. What catches my attention about this is I'm assuming Andy thought that his mom did this. So what if he was to go and thank his mom, like, hey mom, thank you for putting all my toys here on the bed and writing a welcome home sign on her. How did you write that so neatly, mom? How did you do that? And she will say something like, I didn't do any of this. We're gonna have a real problem. There's gonna be a whole lot of answers that need to be given. We need the answers. No one thought that this was possibly a risky idea, that she would say, I didn't set these toys up. I don't know how to write on no etch and sketch, but that's your toy. I don't play with that thing. Yeah, they didn't think that one through. And so I'm assuming that they drove all the way home using this. Police didn't stop them, not once. No one noticed anything. No one thought it was strange to see toys driving. There's no enclosure to the front portion of this car, so you can clearly see that it will be toys driving it. There's no doors that you can close.
This was so confusing to me. It was so confusing. The fact that not only is toys driving it, but they're driving with 3 carts attached. How did they know the directions to get home? How did no one see them? How are you guys able to drive this? There's no enclosure, so they can clearly see toys stacked up driving a cart down the street. Like, nobody was alert.
No windows you can roll up. It's just cart. Come on, bro. And then the neighbors come outside and they notice it. They don't have a security camera outside their house to see that someone pulled up and crashed in front of their home and it was toys that did it. Then this boy sewed his arm up with some really big looking arm thing. But what catches my attention is this boy sewed. When I was his age, I didn't know how to sew. This boy straight up successfully stitched, found the right color and everything. His mom didn't do it. He did it. Come on, bro. How? And did a great job. Also, I was noticing that, like, him and his mom both had dark brown hair in Toy Story 1. And now they both have, like, brown hair that's turning, like, this blonde color.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. Like, his hair, unless they colored it or something like that in the film, but her hair and his hair was brown at first, and then the little girl, I guess her name was Molly, hers is like bright blonde. But the dad is nowhere in the picture, but there is a picture of the dad. I may go over it in this one. I don't know, it might be in the first one that I went over it.
Look at their hair. His mom did not have that hair color in the first one at all. Now she...
Yo, that sounds crazy to hear that toys were driving. Exactly.
He does. Now he does. He looked like Reese off Malcolm in the Middle. How? So one of the toys needed to get out of there and needed some help getting to the door. Jesse immediately hops on a Hot Wheel, slides down the loop-de-loop, jumps up in the air, grabs onto the door, and opens it successfully. And Buzz is aroused. Now I get it, you know, your toys, your Rudy Roundup toy collection or whatever is ruined, or whatever plan you had is ruined. I get it. So you may be a little sad on your commercial shooting. What I'm not understanding is, if you made a mistake, like cried on camera, why would you agree to air it? This is on TV. When you make mistakes, you can do another take or you can do a do-over. Why was this submitted? Why was this approved to be on the air as your commercial? I don't get it. This boy got a whole stage set up for him while he was singing. Got Dreamgirls, Cadillac Records going on right now. That is it for this video, you guys. Yo, I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. This was part 2 of the Toy Story movie review on What's That About. If you like our content, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that comment, hit that like button. Let's boost our metrics up. If you like our content and you want to contribute or donate to our channel, check out our coffee. The link will be in the description for this as well. And as well, check out our Patreon. We have all of our social media links linked onto Linktree. So you'll find the Linktree link in the description. You go ahead, click that link, and it'll pull up each and every one of our social medias from every place that we're on.
I definitely got to start working on my levels and being a little more conscious of that. That was cool.
What is going on, guys? This is your boy King.
That was cool. I enjoyed that. Listen, like I said, I'll be watching some films and be noticing stuff and be like pausing the film when me and my wife are watching movies or whatever. and I'll be like, man, did you just know that? You just peeped that? Like that was kind of weird, and be doing stuff like that during out the movie, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and like record some of these, I guess, whatever findings that I catch in certain films. Start recording it, and next you know, we start doing this. So this is my third installment in here with the this is my third installment within the What's That About series. But I do have a movie review playlist. Let's see. Yeah, this is my movie review playlist here, and this is the What's That About. The videos we just watched were in the What's That About category. I got a review that I did for See You Yesterday, one that I did for the show Raising Dion. That show used to piss me off. One that I did for Bad Boys. I hated Bad Boys 3. Fast and Furious 9. I think that was just a trailer reaction for that one. The Facts of Life show. Love that show. You Season 1 review. Police Academy. On My Block, First Impressions. On My Block, Season 3. My quick analysis. The Sword and the Stone. Lady and the Tramp, Bad Boys, which we just watched, and I did one on Superman as well. Cause gosh, the old like 1940s cartoon was stupid as hell. What editor do you use? I've been using Black, what is it called? Oh, DaVinci Resolve. That's what I've been using lately. It's been working pretty well. It seemed like it takes up quite a bit of data or quite a bit of memory, so I have to like close out certain apps when I'm using it, or whenever I'm using that particular editor or whatever. But it works pretty well. It lets me do everything that I need. I don't do a whole lot of crazy editing. I do some slices, and I add some music. I do my cuts with cutting out a lot of the and the stale speech and stagnant moments. It may be some moments where I'm trying to like recall some information, so it'll help me cut out some of that. I need one for my PC. Yeah, that'll help out. I know the DaVinci Resolve is really good, and it was one that I used to use before. I think it was called Shotcut. I want to say I think it was called Shotcut. I used to use it. It was free. DaVinci Resolve was free, but Shotcut used way less memory. But I think DaVinci Resolve, to me, is a little more advanced and a little smoother with the layout. I use a phone app called is it KineMaster or Cinemaster? I had that before. I just stopped using it, but it's not enough space. Right now, I use InShot. This little app here. I use this InShot app, and that helps me do a lot of quick edits for shorter videos that I record from my phone. I use that for that a lot of times, and that helps out. That's why I made my intro. I use that to make my intro. So like this right here. I made my intro from that. I use that in there, and I'll add music or whatever to it, depending on what I'm doing. Made an outro using it, so it's pretty. It comes in handy for certain things. I'm gonna probably check out this little Star Wars video that Jake is talking about. Probably not tonight though. I'll probably check it out tomorrow or something. But yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna have to get some more videos like that going, and we kind of sit and chill and just watch some little reviews. Oh yeah, I be seeing people use that a lot. Oh, okay. Well, Rhea, I definitely appreciate you hanging out with me. Jake, I appreciate you coming by. My boy Craig was here earlier. My boy Fragrance Anatomy, he was here hanging out. And yeah, that's gonna probably be it for this video. And man, I'll probably catch y'all later. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel already, go to our channel at NAPPSANDNURTURE. and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.